So I got these new glasses. They're by Rag & Bone. I can't really decide if I like them or not. I don't usually go for square shapes, and I feel like, is it kind of effing with my face shape or my hair, or does my hair need to be like split down the middle? Oh no, definitely not that. Okay, so maybe these are going back. You know, it's weird sometimes when you just like take a picture or see things on camera, it makes such a big difference. I mean, I kind of went for them because they have this like retro vibe, and I feel like they remind me of like men's glasses from the 70s. Like if I had like sideburns, like intense sideburn, like they would be cute. Anyway, these are from Nordstrom Rack. They did like clear the rack this past week. The other thing I got that is really good though is this 100% cashmere scarf. It is from the Nordstrom brand, and the color is just like so nice. It feels so amazing, and the price, $129 original, and then marked down to $49.97, and then they have the 25% off, so I got it for $37. So nice. I'm so excited, and neutral color, so easy. I always find them and they're like random colors, so the fact that this is such a beautiful neutral is exciting. So I wanted to share that with you. I didn't really get that much other stuff. Like, what is this? What is happening here? But these glasses, yeah, maybe, you know what, if they didn't have this bottom black part, or is this just like too much for me? I don't know. I think it's like I see a gradient lens and I get really excited. Also, I think just this particular color makes like eye makeup look really cool. Like it makes like if you have smoky eyes, it looks like very fun. I just need to find these lenses in a different shape. I think this might be too dragging, like dragging my face in like a weird, whatever. There are no, yeah? Okay, let me quickly share some things with you from TJMaxx. If you see this brand, Lady May, grab them. This is strawberry champagne gummies. These are delicious. You can, this is the mixed berry. I haven't tried this one yet. There's also one called raspberry gelato, which kind of tastes like raspberries and cream, which also really good. What is important here? Gluten-free, non-GMO, naturally flavored. So good though. Look at this. Okay, these, the plantain chips, garlic. I can only have like some before I get kind of sick of it, as in like too salty. And then this is new, the Mackies of Scotland rich cut caramelized red onion flavor. Sounds good. Usually something more like associated with like Hawaiian type chips. At Trader Joe's, they had this new one. It said like Hawaiian chips. And that's all I remember. Oh, salt and vinegar Hawaiian style. How is that different? I'm not someone that likes salt and vinegar, like in a chip necessarily. So I don't know, but it's there. Lastly, for winter times, I got these gloves. They're by Adrienne Vittadini, and I got them because, first of all, well, they say that the thumb and the index finger, that you can use it on your phone. I've tried. I don't know if my aim is off, but this really doesn't work. But I'm very rarely trying to use my phone while also, you know, whatever, when it's cold. But aren't these pretty? I got them because they're ruched. I've always wanted a ruched glove, and they're also a little longer. So it looks so nice. It's like pretty. Yeah, this is not the angle for it. This looks scary actually now. But trust that they are like really like longer, nicer, good stretch. I got them in a size small. I originally found them in a medium when I bought them, and I was like, because I couldn't find a small. Finally found a small, finally can share it with you. Love these, they're so nice. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna awkwardly transition into whatever the next clip will be. Okay, I wanted to catch you guys up on some skincare. So Tatcha was running this promotion. If you spend $100 on their website, they will give you this cream, which is $185. It's their Ageless Enriching Renewal Cream. $185 for this. This has never even been on my radar, probably because of the price, but it was a really great promotion. So I spent $100 and I got this set, which has a full size of the Tatcha Dewy Cream, which I bought last VIB sale in December. And I really like this. I've been using it. I can use it all year round, which is a great plus for a moisturizer. I just use a lot less in the summer, and then in the winter I can really pile it on. The essence, which I have a full bottle of and I really like. Rice polish, cleanser, as well as the cleansing oil. We'll see about these. I'm not, you know, I don't like making cleansing complicated. So to round it out to $100, I also grabbed the Tatcha beauty papers. These are a little different from the one that you get in a flat pack. These are a little pricier. I think those are $12 and these were $15. So yeah, we got this in order to get this. So I tried this out one night. I think this is definitely good for mature skin. I think this is too heavy for me. Granted, it is only the beginning of the cold season, so I will absolutely try this again when I'm like in the dead of winter and we're like close to 0 degrees, that kind of thing. But I used it one night and I ended up with like a small blemish on my forehead that went away in a day, but it is definitely a little like clogging for me at this point in time. Okay, next up I have a little TJMaxx haul for you. I got the SK2 facial treatment essence, and this was $129 on TJMaxx's website. It is the 160 ml size, so even like let's say you're purchasing off the VIB sale, even with 20% off at Sephora, I still think $129 is cheaper than whatever the original price is. And then again, CBD stuff. Boda is a brand I've shared with you. They have started carrying it at Ulta. These two items specifically, I did not see on the Ulta website. This is a body lotion with avocado oil and 400 milligrams of CBD. I use this, it's moisturizing. I haven't had any kind of like muscle pain or I haven't tested it on anxiety and tension yet, but I'm excited to. The Hustle Butter, that is so good. I'll link that one below too. That one you can get at Ulta. This is their muscle rub with 300 milligrams of CBD and cinnamon oil. This was very, I guess, unique to me. I haven't heard of people using cinnamon. At least the products I see, it's usually like that kind of like icy hot stuff. And I have lower back pain pretty much all the time. And I cannot use cold on it. I have to use hot. I think one time I had put up something on it. Like my mom had given me something that they use. Like my mom and my brother have like, I don't know, they have like sore joints or whatever, and they'll use some kind of thing that gave off like cold. I almost lost it. It created so much more pain for me. So I always have to have something hot. I like heated seats. I like warm, hot compresses. I like things that, you know, are not cold. So this, I liked it. I put it on my lower back, and it's not like that kind of intense heat because I'm also eczema prone, so I don't want things to react to my skin. So I enjoyed this. This was quite nice also. So these items were from TJMaxx. I also put it in Ulta order maybe a week or two ago because I wanted to get, you know, cleansing balms. I got the, is it Banila Co? Clean It Zero. And I also grabbed this. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's the purifying priming water with cannabis sativa oil. If you look at the ingredient deck on it, it's really nice. So I'm excited to try it. There's like, I don't think there's any dimethicone in it, and there's no denatured alcohol. So it's just, it had nice ingredients. Okay, also to update you on cleansing balms, I still like the Good Molecules over this. I tried this out. It's the Pharmacy. It's a good sample of it. For me, when I'm using cleansing balms, I really want, when I scoop it out and I put it in my hands, I want it to immediately kind of melt down. I don't like there to be like little random chunks, you know what I mean? Where it doesn't fully melt down. So then I'm putting it on my eyes and it's not, you know, I have to work a little harder. Also, I have like this chunk there that I'm kind of trying to like melt down either with my fingers or with my face. So I think if you're just using cleansing balms on your face, it doesn't create such a situation. I am specifically using it on my eyes every day and then using some on my face sometimes. So yes, I would say I like the Good Molecules over the Pharmacy at the moment. Haven't opened this one. In the last video, I showed you one from Starry that I also haven't tried. I don't like spending a lot on cleansers because they come right off. So I'm just kind of slowly, I guess not slowly, I guess for other people it's not slow, but for me, like trying a couple at a time is like a rarity for me. I tend to like really mix up skincare and try a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, updates on skincare. Okay, so I thought we'd try something slightly different today and do a face-to-face Trader Joe's haul and also possibly try some of the stuff that I haven't had before because there's a lot of new stuff that I have to show you that I haven't purchased before. So we're gonna do frozen stuff first. First, Hasselback potatoes with butter and sea salt. apparently when I make these in the oven, the outside's gonna be super crispy and the inside's gonna be like creamy potato. I've actually seen potatoes like this. I did not know they were called Hasselback. Seems like a lot of name for this. Then I got the mochi in the strawberry flavor. I have been loving the peanut butter chocolate one, so strawberry is always a good flavor, right? Wild salmon and yogurt and mint sauce with orzo, pasta, spinach, and zucchini. I may have got this before. Don't remember if I like it. It's the Knefe, I think that's how you pronounce it, although the way it's spelled here with the U, I have not seen this before. I always see it K-N-K-A. And okay, whatever. So phyllo dough, pistachio, and then there's just like cheese everywhere. This is also Instagram popular. I see it like videos of people in Turkey like making it often, and I'm like, you can like taste it. It looks that good. Is this cauliflower tot casserole. So they use cauliflower to do like a tater tot, and then there's a creamy bechamel sauce and cheese. This sounds like, I don't know. I hope they did a good job here. Let's move on to chips. The Peruvian potato chips, love these. Got another bag. Usually I get more. We have the reduced guilt kettle cooked, also lightly salted. I know I mention this often, but I'm like not into sodium, so I like to keep it like under 5%, which is like the cutoff for me. And actually, let me check these. These are new. The rose fingerling potato chips look kind of similar to these, and this is at 5%. We're at our cutoff here, 5%. These 4%. These 2%. And they have a new plantain chip, tostones, patacones, platanos fritas, so many, okay, whatever, so many words. So when I didn't even look at the sodium because I was so excited about like what was gonna happen in here. And the first bite I had was so crazy salty, I almost spit it out. Like my whole body had is like physical like repulsion. But apparently there's only 2% in here. So I think that there's a very inconsistent amount of salt that's been put on here. Yeah, anyway, these are really good though. So, fun foods. Trader Joe's is just like a fun food trap, right? We know that. I have purchased their dried fruits like on and off. This is one I haven't seen before. It's the mandarins. And at first I was like, oh, so cute. And then they're good, but there's so much sugar in it. I wish they would just do them without sugar, because while I also don't like salty things, I also don't like things that are super, super sweet. I'm just like a not extreme person when it comes to those things. I know some people love salt and like add salt to everything, and then people who like love that like really sugary like cavity, like what's the word, where it feels like when it's in your mouth it's gonna give you a cavity, you know what I mean? Bakery, I have the blueberry muffins. So I had tried the chocolate chip ones of these last time, and I like them. They're a little different because they like have a lot of like large coarse sugar crystals like on top of it, and I liked it, and they were really good with giving you lots of chocolate chips. But I don't know if this is just me, let me know. I know that cupcakes and muffins are different, but when I have muffins, I'm always like, why isn't this like a cupcake? Like, why don't I like it? Not realizing it's supposed to be less sweet and like more dense. But I have this issue all the time where I'm eating a muffin and I'm like, why don't I like this as much as I thought I would? Because I want it to be a cupcake, right? I just want them all to be cupcakes. The dark pumpernickel. Theirs is so good, and I feel like maybe I haven't tried tons of pumpernickel bread. Like when you go to restaurants, they'll have it sometimes, it's like a bread basket thing. But theirs is really, really delicious. Like you can really taste that like whatever like seasoning it is that I really like in there. Next, this is also saw it on Instagram. Apple caramel slab pie. This is huge. I hope it's good. I also feel like as a one person, I should not have bought this. We'll see. Champagne gummies are back, yay. I don't know if I've shared this with you before, but I love nougat. I like soft nougat. And Trader Joe's has come out with their own. So you get a little slice. I think it's $12.99 a pound. So this one was about 1/3 of a pound, so this was $4.50. I tried to get the smallest one I could, and it's salted caramel and dark chocolate, and I'm so excited. My favorite time of the year, not I mean favorite, but like during the holidays, and then like TJMaxx comes out with all of that Italian nougat. Love it. Strawberry, hazelnut, chocolate, all of it, so good. Okay, so my battery is like flashing, so I'm like running out of time, and I will catch you up on like my reviews of everything once I charge the battery. But chili onion crunch in olive oil with dried garlic and peppers. If you put something like the words crunchy onion, onion crunchy on any label, I will buy it. So I'm hoping this will be good and it won't be too spicy, because spicy gives me the eczema. Okay, moving on. I saw this on my way out. It's the Secco Strawberry and Raspberry Rossini. It is carbonated, it's wine, strawberries, raspberries, and there's like fruit pieces in it. So very excited for that. Okay, and camera is going to go. Okay, I will catch you up later. Okay, so work day lunch. So I microwave this and it smells amazing. And I mean, if I would have put it in the oven, I think it could look very similar to the box. Okay, taste wise. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Get this. It's so good. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is 2 servings. I think that might be enough. I think it could be 2 people eating this because it's like heavier, but it's really good. As far as like cauliflower goes, I would recommend this, like so delicious. Okay, these are leggings. They're from Scorpio Soul, TJMaxx. I think I'm gonna share more leggings with you. There's a pair from Forever 21 that are coming in. So they're snake print and they're only shiny in certain places. So if you're into that, these are really comfortable. The waistband, super comfy as well. All right, guys, so we're gonna try out this like new location. I actually don't know why I never thought to film in here. Like, this is my beauty room. And there's actually a huge window here, but I just kept filming, whatever. So we're gonna try this out. I kind of like this, it's easy to set up. So look, okay, what do I have here to share with you? First, let me check the time. Okay, lip combo. I feel like we haven't shared lip combos anymore. I feel like that used to be a thing. I would share lip combos. Let's go back to that. First off, I put on the gloss first. The Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow, her original color. I have that all over the lips, then I kind of blotted it out a little. Then I applied the lip cheat from Charlotte Tilbury in Hot Gossip. I guess we should just do swatches. And then lastly, I put on a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Angel Alessandra. It's this collection that came out with like the fun tubes. And I would say out of all of her lipstick releases, this is like the best one. I don't know about Hot Lips 1 and like obviously her original like kissing formula and all those. Like I bought one like iconic nude, I think. Is that the one? Hepburn Honey. I like that color, but the formula on these is superior. Put the gloss on, it's super shiny, one of the best formulas. And then I put the lip liner on, blended that into the lips with my finger, and then we put this on top of everything. And that is this kind of like shiny, but also healthy, like cushiony looking lip. It's like actually really full. Like look at that gloss, do that thing. Like this is not overlined, this is just like that. This is the butt I was talking about. Remember in the last video, I was like, I have like a butt on my lips. Yeah, that is the butt just reflecting all of that gloss. Like, do you see? This is probably a more attractive version of showing you it than putting a matte lip on. Let me complain for like 2 seconds. The Sephora sale. So I had prepared my cart for the first day of the sale, right? And I got all the items I wanted. So then I was like, okay, I'll just look again on the last day of the sale to like, you know, I would just every so often put some stuff in my cart just to like, okay, I might get this, I might get that. Last day of the sale rolls around, I go in to put my order. Everything's sold out. I told you guys I wanted like another Patrick Ta lip liner and I was gonna get another color. Both those shades sold out. There was a Milk Makeup and Sephora brush collaboration, sold out. Then there was also, those brushes look really good. If they do come back in stock, I really am considering getting them. Although, I was thinking, in December, Sephora also does like 25 off a $50 purchase, like gift card thing. So I'm hoping for something like that. I really just want those lip liners. What else was in my cart? I want to try out the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation. My shade sold out. Mind you, 1 to 2 days before the final day of the sale, it was there. Like I was like, oh, I'm ready to buy this. I just waited to the last day to just see what else would be released. And I'm just like, why did I do that? That's so stupid because
obviously you can just buy whatever day you want of the sale. Okay, anyway. So I also was gonna get the Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. I didn't get it out of pure anger. I just like, it was in stock, I just didn't purchase it. And then I was considering the Lunar Beauty Moonspout eyeshadow palette, which I think is really, really pretty. If you look at it like horizontally, each one is a quad. It's like really beautiful. So I was gonna get that, but then just again, out of anger, I just didn't get anything. So there's that. So onto makeup, I do really like. We're gonna talk about more Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, this was not on purpose. I just happened to use Charlotte Tilbury lip products today, but I've had it in my mind to talk to you guys about her eyeshadows. So the first 2 quads I'm gonna share with you were released together. They were limited edition, and then they just weren't available for a while. Then they started coming back into different retailers. So this one over here is called Exxagereyes, and this one is called Transformeyes. I've had this one in my collection for about a year. It's really beautiful. I had purchased this first, and then I ended up getting the Pillow Talk quad, but I reached for this more. So Pillow Talk, it's like more red tone, not red, mauve, pink tones. And then this one was what I originally had hoped to pick up when this was released, and then I just waited on it and got neither. But as far as pricing goes and availability, I think pricing, the best place is Selfridges, if you have Selfridges Global, and then Net-a-Porter. The prices are around, what's the word, or what's the number, like 46, 42, 43, depending on the day. And then in the US, they're what, 53? So while there's more availability, like Nordstrom, Sephora, like more shades will be in stock, the pricing is better on like maybe like international or UK-based retailers. So I'm doing swatches for you guys. So the top is Transformeyes and the bottom is Exxagereyes. And every time, okay, this one's matte. I think I used the same finger. Ignore me. Don't listen. Or don't look at that as the actual swatch. Hold on, I'll redo it. Okay. Oh my God, is there actually glitter then? Did I not know this? I'm so confused right now. I'm like, use the same finger again. What is wrong with me? Okay, there's the swatch. Okay, are we happy? So the lid topper in that quad is really beautiful. Like the dimension in it is stunning. Just putting any shade in the crease and putting this on your lid, like so beautiful. So those are a couple quads. These 2 are the most recent purchases. So the first one is the, well, I'll talk about this one first, easier to swatch. A palette of pops, and I typically would not buy like an all shimmery palette. This is probably the 3rd or 4th one she's released where it's just all of her topper shades. But I still think that she usually does 2 more so classic definition of a topper, and then the other 2 will have more pigment. So this one is the Celestial Eyes, and it is gorgeous. The thing with a lot of, say, topper or glittery palettes or quads is that you end up with it all looking very similar on your eye. Am I shiny? I feel like I'm very shiny, but are we okay with that? I have this quad on in combination with another palette today. So, how pretty. This is what I have like on the outer corner and kind of lining my lids. This shade, again, on the lids, beautiful. It's kind of like the one in the Exxagereyes, but way more pigment behind it. This actually is more of like a really smooth metallic to me. And then this is just something I don't like. Whenever this is like, ooh, my finger, it looks like poop. Okay, every time something like this is included, while the formula of this is great, I don't care for like this color. And it seems to appear in a lot of palettes as a pink or even as like kind of a shifting shade. So, I mean, I think it's pretty when I blend it in. So I have used like this. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so I have the topper shade on my finger, and if I blend it into this, then it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yes, so I've done this on the eyes before, but obviously my lids are smaller, so I saw a very little of that reflection, but like now it's super gorgeous. So now I felt like after realizing I could do that, I was able to like keep the quad. Otherwise, I don't know, I feel like I probably would have kept it because the other 3 colors are really, really beautiful. Lastly is her larger palette for the holidays, and it's called Starry Eyes to Hypnotise. I fully had FOMO when I didn't get the one from last year. But then after seeing these shades, it looked quite similar. So this area looked very similar to what was previously released. And then here, of course, there's much more variation because there's like very cool tones. We have a green, like that's kind of a bronze that looks really cool tone, but is in fact quite neutral warm. And then the last palette from last year was probably just more, oh my God, I'm just like showing you all kinds of stuff that's like, okay, hold on. Last year's palette had more of these tones plus more like purpley pink tones. So the variation, especially on my lids, would have been like less varied. Wow, vocabulary. Larger palette will take longer to swatch. I would say when Charlotte Tilbury first released in the US, I had purchased 2 quads and they were okay. I wasn't like obsessed with them. And then I ended up decluttering them because for the price and for like a celebrity makeup artist, like the brand, it just, the quality was not what I really wanted. I wasn't reaching for them. But I would say after the advent of the release of the 2018 palette that looked like this last year, that's when her formula completely changed. And now every time, anything that's been released since then, these are all releases that I'm showing you that have come after that palette. I think that marked when I think personally that all of her every shadow has just been amazing. So for those of you who have also felt the same thing or who have purchased her initial release quads since 2018 or since the end of 2018, let me know if the formula is similar, because I know for a fact when they first released, those shadows performed like very so-so. Like there'd be like one really beautiful or 2 performing well in a palette, but okay, so there are the swatches. They're just so stunning. So I have this shade in the crease and around the lower lash line. I have this one all over the lid. Yeah, those are the 2. And then I use the purple from these Celestial Pops for like liner and like depth. But this shade right here is that kind of cool tone looking, like super cool toned and quite light in the palette. But when you swatch it, it's much deeper and it kind of shifts. So there's kind of a neutral to warm base and then the flash is more cool tone. So that is super beautiful. I think fans of like Maxx Satin Taupe will like this. It's kind of like a more professional, amped up, sophisticated version of that. Like it's just, the formula on here is just amazing. I am obsessed with this olive green. And that is a color I thought I wouldn't use. I never like silvers, blue, gray kind of things because they always end up looking blue on me, and blue in like an unattractive way. So this one is a very like, what's the word? Pure looking silver. So I'm okay with this, and I've used it as like a smoky eye kind of with this green or this taupe, and it's like really pretty. So I like that it's like, it's split fairly evenly. You have like your warm tones and you have your cool tones. I feel like if you have this palette, if you get this one, you will probably have more or less most of the shades that she has and or will release. Of course, again, like I do kind of regret FOMOing the original one that came out that had like these tones and like purple tones, but hopefully something like that will release again. Oh, one more thing. You know, where are you going? Where are you going? Leggings. I know I've been sharing, I shared with you guys the other pair of leggings. These are from Forever 21 and they are amazing. To me, they're a dupe for the Spanx version, but the Spanx version, the camo on it, the print is much larger. So I think it also makes you look larger. This print is more congested and there's more dark colors in it. It's also more high-waisted. It's also more comfortable. Say if you've ever tried a Spanx legging, then you know how like it can like really suction everything for you, right? But sometimes that suction can be like uncomfortable. Like if you ate too much, if you're just larger that day. These Forever 21 ones, they're like a little thinner and they make you feel like it's less compression and pain on your like belly fat. This is like more comfortable suctioning and holding in, and I prefer this. Oftentimes, even though I like how slimming Spanx can be, at the end of the day, I often will have like marks, like, you know, around my waist or like down like the side of my leg because they have like a seam. Whereas these are super smooth and they're so awesome. They're Forever 21. I've already bought 2 more pairs. I bought an extra small. They fit perfectly. They fit so comfortably. What else do I need to share with you? I think that's it. So these leggings and the ones I showed you before, those Python ones, those I got on the TJMaxx website and they only had small, medium, large. So I'm typically a extra small in leggings. So the fact that those are a small, they're obviously super comfortable in the waist, but they still kind of fit my legs really well. I have like thicker calves and I guess whatever. So if you are someone that is a true extra small, I don't know if those might slide off of you, but for me, they're like, okay, I feel like if I were to lose like 3-5 pounds, they probably would slide a little bit on me. So, I mean, but weight fluctuates. So those can be like my period leggings or something. Okay, same spot, different day. Just wanted to quickly run this by you. Like maybe this is just me, but when it comes to like these essences, if you've been using toner for a while, let me know your thoughts. So I showed you guys these Tatcha and the SK2, the Primera. I go on and off with toners and essences because I feel like they're inconvenient. So when I use them, sometimes when I'm lazy, we'll just pop it in the hand and just like, you know, pop, pop, pop. But sometimes I'll also use like really like super crazy thin cotton pads and like put it on and then just kind of sit them on my face like, you know, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. But please tell me why they're just not in spray bottles. Because things like this is the Thayer's Facial Mist Witch Hazel Coconut Water. Because this is in a spray bottle and it has a really good spray, I use this more often than not. And then also this is the Biossance Squalane and Micronutrient Fine Mist. This is also really good. Pretty much if there's like a skincare type mist in a bottle, I will just generally use that before I put on moisturizer because it's easier. So unless you guys know of any that are in a spray, or have you decanted? Have you ever put it into a spray bottle? I'm very curious. Like, educate me. Like, why is it like this? Why are they always in like these pour things? Like, so this one has like a little hole. The Tatcha one, while very elegant and beautiful, still I have to like pour it into my hand. Not a big fan. What else did I want to share with you? Okay, this thing. So this is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask that I showed you guys last week in a haul, I think, in my Sephora haul. So this is very moisturizing. It's not one of those products that tell you how much retinol is in there. It is encapsulated, but I find that in reading reviews, a lot of people were like, oh, it broke me out, this, that. I feel like people who have combination skin don't like this. Like if you go onto Sephora's website, oftentimes when people review, they will say like what kind of skin type they have, maybe their skin tone. And for me, because I was a little paranoid, I made sure I prepped with like an essence or a toner first and then I put this on. And I liked it. My skin the next morning was incredibly soft and hydrated and moisturized, and I used it 3 nights in a row and I really like it. But I do feel like this is something that has retinol that is going to be a very slow change if you're going to see one. I do use stronger retinols, so I feel like I perhaps will not really visually see any results from this. My preference for retinol products are where you see the change the next day and then you possibly start peeling like day 2, day 3, day 4. There are certain products where I will peel easily for like a week. So anyway, I think I'm like sounding a little congested. I feel like I always sound congested in the morning when like there's cold weather. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next week.